Good evening, folks. Dr. Freedom here with you. Times from Doctor News. News from in and around the universe that may or may not affect you on deep, weird level that could only be a phenomenon. A phenomenon all in its own that couldn't be as bright as a shining star. Oh, forget it. I got too much stuff to go over. They keep running off on track like that. Just remember, news from in and around the universe, folks. You'll get it right here, straight dope, no bullshit. And, oh, man, you wouldn't believe some of the things I've seen today. I had a guy, just take a second, commented to me that on the one video, because he didn't get the spoiler he thought he was getting, this is utter crap. Please remind myself or something like that to ignore this channel in the future, to which I replied very frankly, fine then, we won't miss you. Bye, jackass. And then had the nerve to come back with a spoken like a true gentleman. Don't disrespect me and expect respect back. Really. It's like you told you right there said my video is utter crap and to ignore my channel. And I guess I was supposed to like give you all like happy flowers and chicken and dumplings or something, but see what I mean? It's just ridiculous. Plus, I've had some other stuff I'm not even going to go into, and it involves celebrity interviews. I said I don't like to talk bad about anybody, but so I'm not going to. So let's move on. Let's get into it. Let's get onto it. And away we. Whoops, sorry, I ain't even got the button already. All right. Oh, there it is. All right, let's get into it. This one's going to make y'all rich, but this is something I want to clear up, okay? Phoebe Waller-Bridge lined up to be the first female time lady. And if you read this article, they make it sound like she's already got the job. Everything's been signed, whole 9 yards. Then this was put out just the other day. And the thing is, it's almost a complete word-for-word reprint of one I think they've put out before because it looks so damn familiar. But guess what, ladies and gents? At the BAFTAs, I'm not going to be the first female Doctor Who, not that I know of, Phoebe Waller-Bridge. So, hey, mirror, how many fingers am I holding up? Okay, all right. Moving on. Got some more important stuff. All right. Let's try this again. All right, Samantha Spiro. Remember that they were dangling her in front of you, like a piece of cheese to a rat? Is going to play a character named Hazran, and we do not know which episode, but, come on, there's only 7 left. So, and she's only 5'1". A lot of people say, well, she cannot be the Ice Warrior Queen. Yes, she can if they wanted to, because they got ways around that. How many people here have watched, like, Lord of the Rings? On The Hobbit, that supposedly has that Sylvester McCoy in it. They can get around stuff like that. Okay. Top 11 hysterical Daily Mail comments about Doctor Who's companion. So I left this here because I found it very interesting. It's just getting silly about like all this hating us ban their kids from watching TV because of the gay black person. What? You see, kind of stupid things like that. And I want you guys to read this with an open mind. It's just, I can't believe how silly it's gotten. Just because Bill's openly gay does not make her any different than, say, Captain Jack Harkness. How much more openly I'll screw anything or get humped by anything in the universe was he, and nobody had a problem with him. So, read this with an open mind. Get yourself a laugh out. Move on. Patrick Ness talks to ratings season 2, and guess what? I've got this in the wrong order. And now I'm going to have to go find the article I'm looking for. Okay. All right, here we go. All right. Talk season 2, but could U.S. ratings kill the Doctor Who spinoff? Unless there was some top secret agreement where he was guaranteed a series 2, class is over. And it's like, I'm sorry. They need to accept the fact that it is done. On BBC 3, it didn't get shit for viewings. It never once got into the top 50 for any of the 8 episodes. And then when it aired on BBC, they stuck it in a death slot on, like, it was Monday nights. And we're talking like 11 o'clock at night. And they were airing 2 episodes back to back. So they knocked them out 4 weeks. And it's like, I never got class. Like I said, I had a guy who was trying to argue with me that I was too old to get it. It's like, I liked the first 3 episodes, but after that, it just went to shit. It really did. It just became more and more like a really bad second-rate Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And here we go. But here's the reason why. I finally found a site that's keeping track of ratings on BBC America, and it's funny because Doctor Who TV or Doctor News used to do it, so did Doctor Who TV, and now they won't because Doctor Who is dropping in the ratings as well. Not quite as bad as this, but it is. But here we go. In the first week, a 57.89% drop in the 18 to 49 demographic, which is the one you want. They guarantee you're going to get shit back. Overall rate, 43% drop in overall viewers. Went from 535,000 down to 305,000. The thing is, 535,000 on BBC America is not all that in a bag of potato chips. That's about average. You need to have at least like 1 million to make it on BBC America or make a decent impression. Right here, it dropped off another 25%, another 15% here on the overall total. So now it's down to 258,000. Then the following week, it was down to 257,000. But it gained a 0.1% in the 18 to 49 demographic. Class is done. I'm not kidding. If it gets renewed, then somebody has had sex with somebody in a back room and done some kind of trick with their tongue that could only be done by frickin' E.T. and his magic finger. And I won't go into that because I just desecrated a movie I love in childhood. But you see what I mean? It just is not going to happen. There's no way. If it does, it'll be a frickin' miracle, just like Fear the Walking Dead. Its ratings plummeted to the floor, yet somehow it keeps getting seasons. All right, moving on. Knock Knock official ratings are in. Okay, by the BARB, an official rating of 5.73 million viewers. This includes all who recorded the program and watched it within 7 days. So this is the live plus 7. It was the 21 most program of the week, 7th most watched on BBC One. Top for the week was, I'm not even going to go into it because Doctor Who edged just ahead of the ITV detective series Grantchester, which had 5.71 million viewers. So I'm really beginning to worry on these numbers. Like I said, numbers shouldn't give a shit right now. They shouldn't count anymore. But the problem is there's some idiot freaking exec sitting there going, the show is failing. It is time that we put it out of its misery. And they've said that same shit back in 89. I'm not kidding. I can just see it in my my psychic brain. There's guys I want to give telekinetic head slaps to. All right, Oxygen, audience appreciation of 83. So they're staying on track. The quality isn't dropping according to the audience appreciation index, but the ratings have been. Oxygen has debuted in Australia, 437,000 viewers in the 5 major cities. It was the second highest rating ABC drama of the day, 13th of the day overall. These do not include via regional or time shift viewers. Thin Ice averaged 553,000 consolidated viewers in the 5 major cities, 83,000 extra viewers. It was the 5th highest shifted program of the day and 11th highest rating of the day overall. And once again, that goes on from there. All right, we know how that goes. All right. And here's the one that caused a whole bunch of fanboys and fangirls to go, because a bunch of these, forgive me if I get abusive, but I have to, Nimrods assumed because they saw this poster that the Doctor and Rose were coming back on TV, and hence went off on BBC or on Big Finish and a bunch of other people who posted this photo. Even though it's right there in frickin' big letters, audio. Jesus Christ, what do they think audio is? Some funky-ass word that means, it's going to be in vivid color or something? Audio, sound, radio. Oh, I'm not kidding. I saw people actually getting jumped when they found out that this was audio only, because Generation Entitled didn't get what it wanted. And I'm sorry, this is all you're going to get. You're probably never going to see these guys on TV again. Go to Big Finish Audio. It's worth it. I'm not going to go into it anymore. All I can say is this: audio opens up a whole theater where you set the stage. You got to love it. All right. That's why I do it myself. All right. David Tennant and Billy Piper reprising the roles of the 10th Doctor and his companion Rose Tyler in the 3 Doctor Who audio dramas for Big Finish Productions. And by the way, remember, this shouldn't be a surprise either. Remember when Billy Piper let this slip? I told you all about this a couple months ago. She let this slip at a con. It wasn't supposed to be out yet. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Here's a little quote from J.C. Gallery. I believe there's also a trailer here. If not, go to the Big Finish site. There is a trailer up there. Matter of fact, you're going to have the link for it right here. 10th Doctor will be available as both limited edition deluxe box set and 3 individual vanilla releases. Our 10th Doctor Adventure starring David Tennant, Catherine Tate is currently available on CD and direct download. For the next 24 hours, it will be available at half price from the Big Finish website. And the thing is this, I forgot. Did they mention when this thing's finally coming? Oh, okay. It'll be released in November 2017. Sorry, I forgot. I missed that bit earlier. So this will be out in November. They have a trailer out today. And like I said, there was people throwing shit fits because they thought this was going to be them coming back to television. It's called, remember the old word about assume? And how many folks out there know this one? Okay, you can tune out for the next 10 seconds. When you assume things, you make an ass out of you and me. That's exactly what happened. So right here's the trailer. And right here on the Big Finish website, I'll pass that to you as well. Overnight viewing figures for Oxygen, 3.57 million. That does not sound good. But at the same time, when you look this up, BBC One occupied 3 of the top 4 slots of the day, with Oxygen achieving 4th place. 3rd place went to I Don't Give a Flying Rat's Ass about some stupid-ass reality television show. The only thing I gave a shit about was pointless celebrities, and it had a doctor related around. Who gives a shit? I'm not kidding. I cannot stand reality television. It was the worst damn thing to ever be invented and stolen from the Japanese. Oh, man. The consolidated figures will, of course, be out coming in about a week. All right, sorry, there's a lot of stuff to go through. Reaction to Oxygen. The problem is there was a lot of great, good reactions, but get ready. That's the Radio Times, which is basically the BBC's lapdog, felt the story was creepy, but the premise was absurd. Go stick your head in a microwave and find God. I'm not kidding. Well, at least until you do find him. Just keep hitting that timer. All right. So, like I said, overall, there was mixed responses, but at the same time, majority when I saw were pretty good. It was a good story. It was a good suspense, but like I said, it needed a foil. It needed a villain other than capitalism. All right. Okay, Easter eggs and things you might have missed in Oxygen. I'm going to leave this one for you because there's a lot of nifty little things that were, covered in the series, in the episode that, you might want to read about. Moving on, Radio Times. Here we go. Now here's the other guy who's now up, Luke Treadaway. A lot of people, you might remember him as, how many here watch, what was that one? Penny Dreadful. I remember, right, this is the guy who played Dr. Frankenstein. And some are saying, hey, but his reply to it was, sure. So he's 32 years old. He's got a good look, but you never know. He may be in the running, but the thing is, right now, people are just throwing things at the wall to see what sticks. And this one, lastly for today, spinoffs and episodes that never happened. A lot of the episodes that quote unquote didn't happen, except were ended up on Big Finish Audio in the lost episodes range. But like I said, if you want to read into this, it's a nice little bit of trivia for y'all who are budding Whovians of the ancient nature. Okay, so sorry this took so long, but I had a lot of backlog stuff. I forgot to even report comics last week. It's just they've got us working 48-hour weeks at work. And then I'm trying to write Death Moon and get it and edit it and get it put out. I feel kind of bad because I've had everybody's recordings now for about a week, and normally if I had time, I can sit there and pound it out within a couple of days, but I don't have the couple of days. Plus, I got a couple other projects I'm working on, so I've been really, really busy. So it's been kind of like a little grind going on here. So that's all for now. Once again, don't believe anybody who says they know who the next Doctor is, because there's a couple people out there touting that they do, and it's total bullshit. Nobody knows who the hell it is yet, and and the thing is, has one already been hired? There's been rumors going around that somebody was even contacted as far back as December, which I know is bullcrap. That's right up there with Contingency Awful's video, where he's going on about Capaldi's speech in The Return of Dr. Mysterio. This is a soliloquy. He's talking about his foreshadowing his own death and all that, even though Capaldi had decided to leave till 4 months after that episode was shot. You see what I mean? That kind of shit going around. This is where the no bullshit zone is. Keep that in mind. So next time, take care. Tot times for the rest of your day.